Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sanjoku. We're back tonight. We're messing around with our Angel Evolution deck tonight. It's a post-rotation Angel deck that we've been working on. It's been playing pretty good. We're going to run through a quick little deck tech of it, and then we're going to jump into some games and see how it plays. If you guys have any suggestions for it, feel free to leave them in the comments. It just is pretty much a preliminary build, so I'm still messing around with it. But it's playing really good right now, so we'll jump right into it here. We're running 4 Bishops of the Wings. This card's awesome. If you're running Angels, you're running this. It helps us in the token game, and it really gets us a ton of life in this. My record right now is 156 with this deck. So, like I said, if you're thinking about building this, make sure you have all 4 bishops. We're running 4 Dawn of the Hope. This card has been playing way stronger than I thought it was. We might be able to drop it down to 3 if we find something else we want to play, but I really like having 4 in there. Being able to draw the extra card for 2 mana and still playing the token game with us is huge. The Starfield Mystic has also been really strong. It allows us to just drop our enchantments for 1 less mana, and really being able to play a Dawn of Hope for 1, or an Invasion for 1, or a Prison Realm for 2, that's really a big difference, or dropping the Visitation for 4. I recommend this card. People will be gunning for our enchantments a lot of the time, so he'll get the +1/+1 counters on it. The Dreadhorde Invasion, we put that in because we had to drop the Legion's Landing, and Legion Landing was incredibly strong in this deck, but the Invasion seems to be doing pretty good. We matched it up with the Divine Visitation, and you do get a 4/4 every turn, as long as you don't already have a token on board before you drop the Visitation. So that's really been a huge combo for us. The Angel of Vitality, when it goes to a 4/4 flyer, you can get that pretty quick with this deck. He really makes a big difference. So we're running a full play set of him. The Prison Realm and the Mortify, I needed more removal. I just didn't have enough in this deck at first, so we were getting ran over a lot of times when they drop a big creature fast. So this really helps us lock it down. Plus the Prison Realm eliminates the Planeswalkers, and I've been seeing a lot of Planeswalkers lately, so we needed a way to get rid of them. 4 Scales, because this is the best Angel in the game by far, hands down, and it's post-rotation. There's a lot of other good Angels out there, but they're rotating, and it's going to be tough. The Visitation, we bumped up to a full playset. This card is awesome, just truly awesome. If we get this on board with our other enchantments, we'll start going crazy with it. It's really fun. We were running 2 Angelic Exaltations. This card sucked in this deck, and it was a low drop, but it just really wasn't working for us. So we went ahead and put in the Dead Horde and the Absolution on the back end. This is pretty new to us, so we're just going to be testing this out tonight. I mean, the Dead Horde I've played with, or the Dread Horde I've played with before, that card's insanely strong, especially with the life that we'll be gaining with this deck. The Absolution I haven't messed around with too much, but it seems to have a ton of value, and it plays the token game with us, so we're going to keep running that. The Sky's Blade, this card speaks for itself. I was running 2, I dropped 1 back to make room for the Mortify. But this card really is strong. But I mean, being a 7-drop, you really only need 1 in there. And then we got 2 Finale of Glory. This card is stupid in this deck if we have the Visitation online, and if you have the Dawn of Hope online at the same, or the sorry. No, the Bishop of Wings online as well. You get so much life. It is unbelievable. We bumped up our land a little bit, especially in the swamps. We're running 10 plains, 6 swamps, 2 Godless Shrine, 3 Isolated Chapel, and 2 Temple of Silence. We're going to jump in. We're going to play 3 games. This isn't the final of this deck yet, so tonight we're just going to be messing around, testing it out, seeing if we need to make any tweaks before we go through and do the whole challenge with this deck. If you guys missed the Don't Cry challenge, which was our discard deck, there's a really cool series of videos. Definitely go and check that out. But we're going to go ahead and jump into some play matches here and see how this deck does. Here we go. Let's see who's up first. Dinah. Alright, so we're starting off. We got 3 lands. We got both our colors. We got the Dawn of Hope. We got the Mystic, the Vitality, and the Scales. Our opponent goes first, but this looks like a pretty good opening hand for us, so we'll definitely go ahead and keep this. Seen a lot of mono green lately, so I'm curious to see if that's what we're going to be playing against here. We'll go ahead and drop the black just to save it since we got all the white out there already. And there he goes. Not too sure what happened. Sometimes they just see the name Sanjoku and they just quit immediately, which is tough, but he frees us up a pack and gets us a whole bunch of extra rewards, so we'll definitely take that. We're not going to count that as the first game, just out of people quitting over pure fear. But we'll take the win nonetheless. Bumped us over 6,000 gold. I've really been trying to surplus my gold right now, just with the new set coming and rotation coming. So I would highly recommend that you guys do the same. Let's go ahead and jump back into another. Usually when a bunch of sets rotate out and they bring in a new set, it's a very, very strong set. So now would be the time to start saving up, especially if you're grinding at this game, unless there's some stuff that you truly, truly need. We go first. We only have 2 mana. We have the Mystic. I've been screwed keeping just 2 mana with this deck before, but we do have the white and the black. Hopefully we get into one by turn 3, so we'll keep this. We'll play out the Shrine first and just play it tapped. Looks like we're playing mono red. Did not get the land. We'll be willing to sacrifice this Mystic to stop this attack, depending on what else he brings here. Mono red, a lot of it's just slowing it down right out the bat, even though he'll sack it just to kill this. So there's the lightning strike. We'll get in for another one here. We missed our land again. Get out the other Mystic. That's forced to attack, so we'll go ahead and block that. He's going to end up sacking this to kill it. He might not, though. Yeah, there he goes. Ooh, we missed our land drop again. So, like I said at the start of this, been screwed a lot of times only keeping 2. Looks like it's going to happen to us again. We'll keep playing it out to see what happens. We're going to take a lot of damage to the face here. If we can get this bishop online, it'll be okay, because we'll be able to get a lot of life back. He's swinging in for 4. Ooh. He does have the Mentor, so he took 5 there. We get into another black. That is not what we needed right there. Looks like we're going to get ran over this time. He just came out too quick, and missing our mana drops totally screwed up. If we would have got the Bishop of Wings online, we would actually be in pretty good control of this game, regardless of what he's dropping right now. Let him do his thing. So mono red's tough, but like I said, a lot of that was just getting mana screwed that time. So we're not going to hesitate too much here. We're just going to run back, play another one, see if we can get back into it. It'd be nice if we got to play that guy again with mana. This deck, from what I've messed with last night and just kind of screwing around, is incredibly strong against mono red. We were kicking the crap out of it last night. Two mana again, but we got 3 2-drops. And we're going first. I know it's going to screw us, but we're going to go ahead and keep it. And play out our planes. I almost messed up and played the chapel right there. Playing mono red again. we have our 2 white. We'll go ahead and we'll drop out the Mystic here, because if the Mystic sticks on the board, we'll be able to play both of these next turn. See if it gets shocked or lightning striked. There's the shock. We'll swing in for 1 to the face and we'll take another 1 off the ability. Play out the other swamp. We're going to play the invasion this time just to get the token out there. And even if he keeps killing this, just the fact that we get a token every time is going to slow him down a little bit. I'm expecting us to see the 3-drop of the boss here. Calamity's a tough one. Hopefully we can get into the Mortify to handle that. Get our 1/1. We got the glory out there. I'm going to play the other invasion just to try to get a little bit of size advantage on him here. Pass the turn back to him. Has another shock, so he's going to make his swing in again. Really need to start getting into some life gain pretty quick or we're going to be dead. There's the Mortify, so we can take care of this. We're not going to be able to stop this on the back end. So we're going to get ran over again by mono red. 2 different builds. There's the lightning strike. Good game to you, sir. And of course, since I said that we destroyed mono red last night, we're going to go ahead and take 2 to the face for mono red tonight. Let's go ahead and jump right back into another one. That's the price you pay when you play live. You can talk all the crap you want, but at the end of the day, if the magic gods don't see it, you're going to end up getting just totally smacked around. There's the 2 land yet again. And we're playing first again. I know it screwed us every time. I keep telling you to start with 3 lands, but we have the bishop this time, so if we do run in the mono red again, he's going to have a lot of trouble getting this off the board. Then we'll be able to go into the Dawn of Hope, and then we have the invasion. So we're looking pretty good this time. So we're definitely going to keep this hand. We'll play the Shrine out tapped. Evolving Wilds. He doesn't crack it yet. We did not get a land there, so hopefully we can top deck one next turn. If not, we'll have the Dawn of Hope to play out or the invasion. Cracked it for a red. I have a feeling this is red-blue. I don't think this is mono-red. Alright, red-white, so it might be the Burrow, so they might have a 3rd color. Has the Lava Coil. We do not get into the land drop. We'll go ahead and play out the invasion. We are running 24 lands in here, so I have not been mana screwed many times with this deck, but look at us go tonight. Let's take our token. We do get into our land. We're probably going to go ahead and take him off the board right now with the Prison Realm, just to try to buy ourselves a little bit of time. We could play out the Angel right now, but it's just not the setup that I really want to see. I'd like to get the Dawn of Hope out there, but I have a feeling he's going to get pumped pretty pretty big next turn, so I'm really kind of cautious to see what happens with him. So we're just going to take him out now. See what our scry is. Hopefully it's mana. There it is. Put that on top. Take his creature. Surprised he didn't crack that wilds right there. The boss is okay. We'll go ahead and actually take this one to the face just to keep him on the board. Get our land out. Now we'll go ahead and drop this. Well, say we were going to drop the scales, but now I'm thinking, should we just go ahead and get the Dawn of Hope out there? Now we'll go ahead and play the scales out. It's just a bigger threat right now to help slow him down. I'm actually going to swing this, because I'm not worried about blocking it on the back end. Because even if he dies, we'll get another token back, and I highly doubt he's going to block it with the War Boss. That's going to come in tapped, so we won't be able to play anything off of it. If he has another War Boss, he might block it, but it's way better to have two of them on the board, so... Got the tap land that gave him 1 life. These lands right here, they're pretty good depending on what kind of deck you're playing. A lot of the really good lands are going to be rotating, so be cautious of that. There's a Swiftblade. Swiftblade's another card that you see pumped a lot. He has to block, so we'll just go ahead and take that. Get ourselves our 3/3. Did not get the land drop to get the Visitation on board, which kind of sucks because I really, really enjoy that card. But now we will take the time to go ahead and get the Dawn of Hope out there. Get the Dawn of Hope out now and the Visitation next turn. We should have this game pretty much in hand. We will go ahead and pay to give him the Vigilance here. Can't stop our flyers, so we're going to go ahead and swing him in. We'll leave our 3/3 back for now. And the turn and pass it back. This way we can, if we need to, we can give him Death Touch. Click that, but just in case his 1/1 becomes something amazing, make him a 4/4. Gotta do a Scryland, which kind of sucks, but it gives us another scale, so we'll take that. I really want to hold this finale for next, or for the turn after next when we get the Visitation out there, so really we're just going to be trying to stay alive here. We're going to go ahead and drop the Vitality out there. Left open the mana to give him Vigilance again. Just going to attack here. Has the Chandra, so get his two more little 1/1s.
Don't start any fires without me.
Brings back the Lava Coil. If he takes the scales here, we're not too upset with it. It's going to put two more 1/1s out there for us.
Yeah, I like to think on my feet.
Oh no, that's the exile card, so we do not get our 1/1s there. See what all he brings here. Gave the Mentor to his tap creature. I'm going to take this. Make him a 5/5. Get out the Visitation. Let's see what he'll... So we have to hold this back here. We have to be able to make these blocks. If we can survive this... So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as long as we block his two biggest threats, we should be able to survive one more turn here. And that might have just done us in there. Yep, that's going to get us. So not the best showing for this deck on its opening night. Like I said, it played pretty good last night. I really don't think I'm going to tweak it too much. We might end up running a fourth game tonight just to see how it goes, because we have not had the best of luck tonight as far as our draws and our mana and everything. So let's go ahead. No blocks here. Take this loss. We were close to having our board set there. It just took too long. So let's go ahead and jump into one more tonight, see how it plays. I hate for the only win that we get tonight to be the guy that was just totally scared of us. But sometimes that's the way that it goes. I'm not going to build a deck and then edit together, like play 15 games, show you the 3 that I won, and then the other 12 where I just got smashed and be like, hey guys, build this deck, because it's not fair to you guys. And I see a lot of people do that, and it honestly, it kind of pisses me off, because wild cards are pretty priceless in this game, and to just blow them on something you think is going to work when it doesn't is really, really upsetting. We're definitely getting mana screwed tonight. We're starting with 2 lands again. We have the bishops off the back. We're not going to mulligan. We're going to keep playing it out just to see. It's a good way to test to see if we do need to tweak our land a little bit. But here we get into the 3rd land, so that's very helpful. Going to drop the plains. See if we're playing against something pretty controlling or not. Has his card draw. And get into the chapel and play our wings out. It's a cool little card. Might be just be playing mono blue. If we do, it's going to be a lot of counter magic. This game might drag out a little bit, depending on what he has in his hand. Let's see if he has an actual 3-drop or if he's just going to pass the turn here. If he passes the turn, we're just going to shoot for the Dawn of Hope and hope he doesn't have a negate. If he does have a negate, I'd rather he used it on the Dawn of Hope than the Visitation.
Krakens, leviathans, octopuses, serpents. Oh, I love them all.
Alright, so he did tap out there for us. But play out the plains. I think at this point we're just going to go ahead and play out the Angel to take the life here. Make him the 4/4. We're going to go ahead and swing this. He's not going to be able to kill it, so we're just going to go ahead and tap it at his Planeswalker there. Honestly, we might just tap this straight at his face. Yeah, we're going to go right at him here. There's no chance that he blocks this just to kill this little guy off, so... So weird start to this deck. I'm curious to see what he's playing. He passed it back here, so now I'm willing to guess he definitely has a counter. We have 2 scales in our hand. I'm willing to guess he's holding on the gate. Let's drop one of the scales just to see if it sticks. I have a feeling that it won't, but we'll be able to smack in here for a decent amount. Come on, buddy. You know you got the counter. If he does have a bunch of counters. We have enough in our hand to where we should be able to get most of them out of his hand. It's just going to take us a minute, but we'll be able to do damage the whole time that we're doing it. So the scales does stick. We get another 4. He starts roping out of pure sadness, but I'm willing to guess he's not giving up on this yet. And there he goes. So that's a tough one. We had a good draw that time. Would have been nice to show you guys how that played out. But at the same time, there's enough people that are playing different variations of this Angel deck that when you see it and you know you're playing against it, if you don't have the right cards in your hand, I've had a lot of people just quit out because they knew what direction we were going with it. Even though this build that I have right now is completely custom, I have not seen the Enchanted Angels yet, and I haven't seen one that's really post-rotation yet. The one that's not post-rotation is incredibly strong. It's you're able to generate just an insane amount of life with it. Plus you have just a ton of creatures on it. But this deck, not being able to have the Resplendent Angel, losing this card right here is going to be really tough for this Angel deck. That's why I'm trying to build without using it at all. This card is insanely strong in this deck. A lot of the other Angels, like Shyla, she's awesome. She's truly awesome. If you're going to make an Angels deck before rotation, definitely stick those two into it. The Angel of Grace is a tough one. It's a really strong. It has flash. The ability to where it keeps you alive no matter what's pretty cool. And then you can always sack it out of your graveyard and gain 10 life. Or your life total goes to 10. I shouldn't say you gain 10 life. So I thought about screwing around with this, but at a 5-drop, kind of debating it. The rest of the Angels are pretty rough. This is rotating. This whole top row pretty much is rotating. I don't run a lot of gates, and at a 6-drop for a 3/4, this does not make sense. The Herald of the Sun, it's the same thing. It's a 6-drop for a 4/4. Just really not feeling that. The Light of the Legion's a pretty cool card. I do like it for a 5/5. Plus it has the Mentor, and it gets to counter all your creatures. So this is one that I've kind of been kicking around debating if we're going to do something with it or not. The Guardian pretty much sucks. The Skyblade, like I said, is good. The vehicle with a crew 4 really isn't bad with how many 4/4s you're generating. So this is another one that I thought about screwing around with. Plus the Flying First Strike Vigilance is always huge. But it's a vehicle, so it's not always going to be available for you. The Finale of Glories, this card I'm having an insane amount of fun with. I'm thinking about jumping it up to a 3, but we're just going to hold it at 2 right now. The Scales is definitely a 4. The Feathers, this deck needs another solid 3-drop. We don't target ourselves, so the Feathered's pretty much pointless to us. And the Seeker, if we ran anything besides Angels, I would want to keep it. The Flying Vigilance is nice, but the 3 different colored mana and your 3-drop is kind of a pain in the ass. Plus we'd be adding in a whole nother color, so that's something that we really don't want to mess with too much. So if you guys have any ideas for it, think of missing something, please throw it in the comment section. Try to keep it post-rotation. I'll try messing around with it. If it works, we'll make some videos and give you guys some credit for it. Let's go ahead and crack a pack real quick while everybody's still here since we won that one. See if we get into something great. Get the uncommon wild card. That's always nice.
The wind whispers.
Oh, nice.
Secrets.
We get into
all you have to do is listen.
The Sky Dancer. It's a pretty cool planeswalker. You have to plus it before you can make one of the creatures, but I mean, you get the 4/4 bird for it, and anything 4/4 and flying, as you can see with the Angel deck, is incredibly powerful. So that's a fun one. We're definitely glad we got that. We're going to go ahead and take off. Please leave your comments. Let me know what you think. If you guys liked what you saw, please click that thumbs up button. If you want to join into the chat and hang out, click the notifications, become a subscriber. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can, and I really appreciate the people that have been supporting me and making it happen. Y'all have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you again.